This is Aerodozz, and this is another game with Mogis against Nahiri, who's one of the Planeswalker commanders that was released in the Commander 2014 product. Now this guy drops Quest for the Holy Relic, and this basically allows him to tutor for an equipment eventually. And that's pretty bad for me since, this deck has a lot of life loss, so aggro is pretty good against it. So I'm going to have to try to stop him from casting that many spells, or somehow just stop his aggro push. And here I draw a Wasteland, so I just make him sacrifice his 2-2 and then strip mine one of his planes to sort of try to deny resources. But then he just drops another 2-2, or sorry, a 1-1, but then when he attaches equipment, it becomes a 2-2. Luckily here I draw another land, so I just try to deny as many resources as possible. And it's pretty risky since we're basically top decking lands at this point. But I really don't want him to drop Nahiri. And here I draw a wipe. So in anticipation of that, I basically ramp up, hoping to sort of bait more creatures on board for him. But unfortunately, he just drops a sword. But then he does drop a creature after that, so at this point the Toxic Deluge is worth it, especially since we're running low on life, so Bob is no longer too helpful. I use the Deluge and then just Mind Twist him for 1, make sure that whatever he has isn't a threat, and just another equipment. And unfortunately he top decks Stoneforge Mystic right here, which is bad, so I just Anger of the Gods him just to be safe, and then go ahead and drop Mogis. And seeing as how we have Sorin in hand, I feel like that's a good play, since it'll basically drop him down to 8 life. And luckily he just draws an equipment there, so I just go ahead and drop Sorin. Reducing his life total down to 10, which he's not too happy about. And since we only have 8 life total to make use of, I just activate my Lava Crawl Reaches. I don't even need to drop Sarkhan down here. And that basically kills him.